Alright guys, good day everyone. Today I wanted to come down to tell you a story of mine. So, I got this question so many times, what was my worst injury? And I really want to share the story with you guys because I really want to help you guys and tell you some things that I've learned from my injuries that can help you, first of all, prevent your injuries, or maybe just change your mindset, improve your mindset towards injuries. My worst injury was, as many of you guys might not know, was not the face plant. The face plant was the most, the worst looking injury, the most spectacular injury was the face plant, but it didn't really set me back or bothered me a lot because exactly the next day I could still ride scooter. I did in fact 10 front flip whips after my famous face plant. So riding wise, the face plant did not set me back at all. It was just a shock for me and it looked bad. And it was expensive to fix all that, but it wasn't really a bad injury. My worst injury was back when I was 15 years old. At that time I still lived in Germany. One day my dad decided to drive up to the Netherlands, which is 8 hours away from where I lived. They had resi, and I never rode resi before, so we started the car drive early in the morning, and it was 8 hours, and we arrived in the late evening. And then I think I rode at the skate park, which is called 040 Eindhoven BMX Park, and we rode there and for 2 more hours before it closed, and I was so hyped. I never saw resi, so I was very motivated, and I also relearned flares again. I could flare before that as well, but flare was a very hard trick for me. I lost it 4 times, and then I relearned it there again because of this resi. I just pushed myself to do it again, and I got it the perfect rotation. So at that evening I learned flares. I think I did front flips and back flips. The next day the skate park was closed, but there's another skate park, a skate park, so it's an indoor skate park, and right next to the 040 Eindhoven indoor skate park there's another skate park, which is a more skate and inliner park. That skate park was open, so we went right there. Normally, scooter riders or bikes are not allowed there. This is just for skateboards. But we talked with them and I came all the way, so they allowed me to ride there, so it was really awesome from them. And then, but the next day, that day I was so tired because the day before we had an 8-hour car drive. I was super tired. Also the late night, yesterday, I pushed myself so hard, so I was really tired and I wasn't really motivated. And at that time, I didn't really have the consciousness or awareness of my body when I'm tired, or I didn't know how to, I was very unexperienced, okay? Although the skate park, I might blend in a picture or something, the skate park looked freaking amazing. It was huge. It had, I think, also a mini ramp, so many curbs, just like a paradise skate park. So I was hyped to ride there, but still I was tired. And then I called my dad even 2 hours before he planned to pick me up, just because I was so tired, and I just sat there on a chair because I was just so tired. I couldn't ride and I was not feeling well. Then my dad came, he picked me up, and then we left the skate park and just had a quick look into the 040 BMX skate park, which is exactly pretty much the building, right on the building, right next to each other. We just went in there just to have a look, and it was open. So there were BMX riders renting the skate park, and they had a birthday or something, it was more advanced BMX riders. So we had a look in there and we asked them kindly if we could just ride there for a bit, and they said, yeah, sure, you can. And then although I was, my body and everything was so tired, I was still so hyped because it was my second time riding there. I was yesterday, the day before, it was amazing. I learned so many new tricks. Then I did flares and stuff, but I lost it. I couldn't flare anymore. I did the rotation, but totally wrong. And when I mean I lost how to do a flare, I mean there's a certain way how you do flare that you always come around perfectly. And I did it's so weird, so I couldn't land a flare, and then I was really upset. And then, what I did then, I said, okay, I can't flare right now, so what I'm gonna do, learn some new tricks, okay? Because I wanted to have this satisfaction there, you know what I mean? And then I did I tried backflip whip, flare fly out. It was, couldn't do anything. And then I did a backflip turn down. And I was kind of very tired. I wasn't really committing backflip turn down. and then I landed. So I landed, but under rotated. So basically, with my foot, I landed on the scooter, and then I bent over. So I'm gonna show you. So basically, I did a backflip turn down. So backflip and then turn down like this, and I landed, and then I went like this, and then my ankle went forward like this. So I overstretched my ligament just on my left leg. My right leg was alright. So I went like this, and then I came forward like this. So basically, this part of my leg went forward, and then I overstretched this part, these ligaments. So I overstretched my left leg ligaments, and it was very painful, but also my left leg felt so weird, like never ever before. Like after that, it was really painful to walk and everything. And also I was just very like frustrated because we came there all the way 8 hours to there. We booked a hotel. I never had a resi before. It was my, I think, only holiday. And then yeah, so we booked there for 1 week, and or like almost a week, like 5 days. And then, which probably could mean that I can't ride for that time. I want to cut it a little bit short right now. So the reason why this was so painful is because overstretched ligaments are not only very painful, but also heal very slowly. If my left ankle just broke, it would be awesome, because when an ankle or bone breaks, the energy is fully absorbed, the energy is fully invested. When it breaks, the entire energy just like flows. When the bone does not break, the energy stagnates in the ligaments. So, and ligaments take so long to heal. Like bones heal way faster. Like even broken or snapped ligaments are also sometimes easier than overstretched ligaments, because overstretched is just like, it's complicated. My dad is a professional physiotherapist, so he also treated me and helped me so much with the recovery. So for the next week, I couldn't barely ride, so basically the whole holiday was like done. The reason why this upset me so much is because every time I walked and I went with my leg like a little bit more too much forward, I had massive pain like right in here. And this freaked me out so much, because even just walking or something, I always had to like block myself, block my walking, restrict my movements. I'm gonna cut it short now. So basically after 3 months, I believe, after 4 weeks I could ride, but like very carefully. And it was very painful, because as soon as I just a little bit went too far like to the front with my foot, it hurt so much. Luckily, my dad is a professional physiotherapist, so he also treated my foot and my ankle so much, like every single day. I did recovery, I did so many different therapies that helped me build up the muscles so fast. I'm honestly so thankful for that. Still, with a really good recovery, it took me, even after like 6 months, after 6 months, I still had this like weird, awkward feeling in my left leg. Like it didn't feel strong. That's the story now. And now I will tell you what I have learned, and I will give you some tips on what you can learn to prevent injuries, and just in general, just change your attitude and consciousness, especially consciousness towards riding. The reason I thought about this for so long, I analyzed everything. Like I analyzed myself so much, and I thought about this a very long time. Like, why did this happen? Why did this happen? What could I have done in order to avoid this? I came to these conclusions. Why did this happen? First and foremost, I've learned, do not ride when you're very tired, or at least I didn't have the consciousness, the awareness to really keep myself in control when I am tired. Like sometimes, even now, I still ride when I'm a little bit tired or not really like 100% energized. But like I really have this routine, and I just change my riding. When you feel tired, like really tired, and you're like just not really committing. Basically, it's not really committing. Every time when you do a trick, and you like, even like very hard tricks, but you're focused, you're concentrated, you're really commit. Even when you fall, you won't hurt yourself, like most of the time, because you're like alert, you're energized, you really commit, and you have power. Every time you do not commit, or like you do like you're in a lousy state and just don't focus and concentrate, you're not like in the zone, it's so easy to get injured. And trust me, oftentimes you get injured not when you do hard tricks, you get injured when you do like easy tricks where you think, okay, I can do this, or where you're just like in a lousy attitude. So what I recommend is, always when you ride, make sure you are, first of all, fully warmed up. Like warm up already prevents so many injuries. Warm up first, do some running, some stretches, do some easy riding, you know, just build yourself up. Go to the skate park, warm up first. Second of all, don't take anything for granted. Like when you ride, really be there in the moment, focus, concentrate on the trick, be in the moment. Also make sure you just have to be there and fully commit. Like whatever trick you do, commit. Commitment is so important. At that time when my worst injury happened, I was very tired, I was pretty much exhausted, and I didn't really commit. Like I had this kind of attitude that, you know, it probably won't work anyway, and this is the wrong attitude. Like when you do a trick, you have to optimally visualize before and really believe in yourself. And like, it's not like a saying like, you know, believe in yourself. Like really believe in yourself and really commit and think that you can do it. Because if you think you can do it and you really are in the moment and stuff, you drop in and you do the trick with a whole another level of like commitment and concentration. Also another point is like so many like pro baseball players or football players or so many other pro athletes, many of them injure themselves not in their sport. They injure themselves when they like oftentimes go down the stairs or slip on something, and there's so many legit stories, real stories where they had like massive injuries, not from their sport, because in their sport they're like concentrated, focused, they're in the moment. As soon as you're not present in the moment, you are and you're focused somewhere else, forget it. Today's video is kind of a little bit different. I really wanted to share this story with you guys, and I hope I could give you some like tips or ideas that might help you also to avoid injuries in the future. I really hope you do not injure yourself. Also, helmet at all times, mouth guard, knee pads, eventually elbow pads can help. But all in all, commit. Be in a state where you like really believe in yourself. Go with intention. Something that I would be really interested in, comment down below your worst injuries or your injuries and share your experiences. I'm gonna read your comments and reply to your comments. If you have questions, comment them down below. I wanna share my experiences and help you guys stay healthy and have fun and be happy. Don't take your health or happiness for granted. Like literally every single second you could injure yourself or something could happen. Be grateful for what you have. One more thing, even if you're 100% warmed up, you are focused, you're 100% present, you fully commit, you're in the moment, even when all these factors are perfect, you can still injure yourself. Like injuries still can happen, but your job is not to worry about injuries. Your job is to minimize them and do what you can do. Like focus on what you can control, minimize the risks, make yourself better, and you will be good. This is kind of more like a different video. If you want me to like make more like story videos, and if you like this, comment down below what stories you want to hear or what questions you have. Today's post notification shout out goes to Tom Wright. Thanks so much for putting notifications on and watching my videos and subscribing. If you want to have a shout out, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel and click the ring bell next to the subscribe button so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Tomorrow will be a regular vlog. I've planned some stuff for tomorrow, so tomorrow we'll be back to normal. So stay tuned for that. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'm gonna see you tomorrow in the next video. Peace out. Stay healthy. I love you.